Hey everybody, and welcome back to Tens of Motorsports. Today we're going to be doing a review on some shop lights, but before we do, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like if you enjoy this type of content. Also make sure to check us out on Instagram, Tens_Motorsports, where we do giveaways. This right here has already been opened because I needed to make sure that it wasn't damaged from shipping, and I was going to kind of like show off the box and do an unboxing, but the box kind of got beat up a little bit, so that's why I was just making sure that the product itself didn't get damaged on the way to the house. As you can see here, we've got lots of light here, and the reason for that is because whoever the previous owner of the house was enjoyed being in the garage enough that they put some real good shop lights in here. There are a few downsides to my garage though. Unfortunately, there are a few spots, and we'll go look at them here in just a moment, where it's kind of dark, where a light wouldn't really, fit very well. And this light right here is super low profile. These are made by GGJIA, so however you want to pronounce that, GGJIA or JIA, or just say GGJIA. Not sure which, but whatever floats your boat. They do a lot of really good products. Of the website, link it down in the description below. They've got a big catalog, and a lot of things would have worked for my garage, but I think this would be the best case scenario. So we're gonna go over my ceiling real quick, and then I wanna show off the light itself, and I wanna show some of the upsides. So I think hopefully you guys can see this one. We are gonna measure how deep these are and how shallow this is. That's one of the things that I like about this. This is a high bay light, and so it sits right up next to the ceiling if you need it to, which is really nice for a couple spots in my garage. So let's go take a quick tour, and then we'll come back here and show off the light. So I've talked about this in previous videos, but we do have some plans to get the lift in here. The ceiling is about a half a foot shorter than it needs to be. You can see it's actually fairly tall, but if I could gain about 6 inches, we could get the lift in here, and that's where these little narrow lights come in. Is I would like to have, where I bump up the ceiling, I'd like to have those lights in there, and then that way they're not taking a lot of space. If you come over here, you can see a big, nice, cold, dark spot here. As the door comes up, there's not room in between the door and the ceiling because these sit right up next to the ceiling, and the same thing over here above my wife's car. So we're just trying to figure out what to do with some of these dark spots. And these high bay lights, I think, will fit into some of these areas real nice. So let's go over to the package, unbox it, and see what they look like. So popping the box open, it doesn't look like much, just looks like a light fixture. But you'll notice right off the bat that this is very, very narrow, very low profile. And the other thing you'll notice is that this is only about 1/3 of the length of some of these other shop lights. So I'm really hoping that this can compare to the other fluorescent or whatever bulbs I've got. I don't know, it seems like a couple of the bulbs in my garage are different. This right here is a 5K light, 130 watts. Then we've just got one other thing of hardware. This is a cable, so you can hang the light, and then it comes with an instruction manual, just a little instruction sheet. Today, we're going to be basically pitting this side by side with one of my shop lights. A comparison to see this small going to be able to put out the same amount of light as one of these longer standard size shop lights that you see in a lot of people's garages and shops. So right off the bat, we'll grab a tape measure here, and I'm going to measure the depth of this. You can see here we are like 1 3/4. And then jumping up to this light that's right above the workbench, we are really close to 3.5. This is literally double the thickness. And lengthways, looks like we've got about 16.5 inches. And then, of course, one of these traditional shop lights, I believe, so they're like 4 feet. Yeah, like basically right at 48 inches. So half the depth, 1/3 the length. Let's see how well this stacks up to the other light. We're just gonna do a quick wiring here. This is just an extension cable. You can get one of these from like Harbor Freight for really cheap if you want to go with a plug-in style. So the light that was above my bench is right here, and it just plugs in. I'm not going to run this with a plug normally. I'm using this for a different project, but we're just doing this as an example. So we're gonna get this cut off here, and then I'll get this wired in real fast. All right, so just got it wired up. Put some wire nuts on it for right now. And we're going to turn this on. Okay, so I have the light running above us right now. So let's just kind of compare and contrast here. I'm going to leave the other one running, and we're just going to bring this up. Wow. Okay. Well, I knew this was going to be bright. I didn't realize it was going to be that. I mean, on camera this looks like a dying star. Then real quick, I want to show the cable how you hang this. So that the standard cable, what they supply you with, all you do is you slip this section here with the end and the stopper here. You'll slip the whole thing through here, and then that stopper will keep it from coming out. And then same thing for the other side. And then if you want to adjust the height, all you do is push on this. And it holds itself, push this little tab in, and then you can pull that back. So really easy to adjust and get hooked up. So I wouldn't normally set it up this way, but I just wanted to run a couple screws so that I could just kind of give like an example. But yeah, there it is on, and there it is off. Let me back you up a little bit so you don't see this one and not the other one. And again, I'm not trying to fool anybody. I want to show off what this looks like. So let's shut off this lamp here, and then we'll just swap them. And then here they are together. So basically no difference with this original one running. So I think the brightest light in my garage is probably one of these two. I've got this one over here, and I got this one right above us. So I think what I'm gonna do is same thing like I did over here, how much brighter this area is with and without that new light on. I know this is kind of a messy looking shot with the extra cables hanging down and the wire and air compressor and everything, but I think this is a good example. Lots of shadows. I have the other lights running. So now we're gonna just turn on that one here. Let's plug this in. Yeah, I think it's a little brighter than the other lights. There's another good example right there on camera. And I'm gonna shut off my garage lights. And look at that. And you know what I just realized there? That one doesn't hum. And some of my other shop lights hum. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you can clearly see it's a lot brighter. I'm very happy with it. Any comments or questions down in the comment section below. Thanks everybody so much for watching. Good stuff, GGJIA. Fantastic, really like it. And I'm excited to get these in the garage and see if I can't bump up my lighting in here.
Bam!